How was the gig for you? Was it the first at Partisan or?
This is our third Partisan actually, so this is the first time in this new area, the whole airfield or whatever it is. It's the last time we played, I think it was a world record of sort of mud and rain in the old place, so that was a total disaster. But yeah, today's show was good. We had a pretty short set, only 45 minutes, and so we tried to sort of include a lot of old stuff and make it pretty intense. So yeah, it was good.
How was the show at Wacken this year?
Wacken was good. We were lucky to get 60 minutes of playing time at Wacken. So I think last time we played Wacken we only had like 30 minutes. So there wasn't a lot of songs we could play. But that was years ago. But so we got 60 minutes and it's really good. Good show. And Johan made his first attempt or first fall on the stage as well. So I managed to sort of video edit it and post it online when it sort of loops. So of course we need to embarrass him about it. So but it was good. It was good. It was good. It's a huge festival, and I heard something about 70,000 people in the festival. So it's crazy how big it is.
75 every year.
Yeah, it's insane. And I also heard that I think it was the last day of Wacken. They announced a couple of new bands for the next year, and like in 20 minutes it was sold out.
Yeah.
So it's really crazy. It's really crazy. So, but Wacken is cool. Yeah.
What do you think about your chart position of Cobra Speed Venom? It was on place 34 in Germany, I think.
Yeah, I think.
What does this mean to you?
Actually, it means quite a lot because, as you know, we've been around for a long time, and it was actually the first time we broke top 50 in official charts in Germany. And when you do that with your latest album, it's a good feeling, because I would hate to be one of those bands that we sort of peaked 20 years ago, you know, and we still just, you know, go on. So for us it meant a lot, and there was also some other charts for other countries as well. We sort of broke the top 50, and also for like vinyl sales. I didn't even know there was a chart like that, but it was like official German, was it most 20th sold vinyl album. I thought, what? So I thought it was crazy, but it's really cool. It actually means a lot to us. It's really cool.
Okay.
Violator, devastation,
the last gig for the year.
Yeah.
What do you have to do in the rest of the year now?
We will start focusing on the new stuff right away, because we are in a pretty luxury position now, because we have about 30 new songs. So we just need to figure out what we're gonna do with it. You know, should we rehearse all the 30 and pick out the best 10, or should we release 30 songs? Or so there's a lot of thoughts. But step number one is to get into the rehearsal room and start really playing the songs and get a feel for it. But there was a period after the sort of Cobra release, because it was a very positive experience, everything. So it gave us a lot of energy. So Magnus wrote 20 songs, and I wrote 5 songs. Robin has a few songs. So there's a lot of material now that is sort of that came from a very inspiring period. So I'm looking forward to start rehearsing it and topping Cobra Speed Venom. Of course we need to do it. So
That will be good. The Crowned Unholy album. Who had the idea for the album? Was it you as a band? Was it the fans to hear the album with Johan instead of Tompa? How does that work?
Actually, the suggestion came from Metal Blade Records. For some reason, I can't remember, but at the time it felt like a good thing to do. But in retrospect, I don't like it. I think that we shouldn't have done it. From my point of view, when I look at bands that I like, I really don't like when they redo stuff, because I don't know. It's of course it will be sort of a different release, but I don't think that you should fuck with the old stuff. I mean, there's a deadline to everything. When we do an album and you consider it done, then I think you should leave it. But at that time it felt like a good idea, because I know we wanted to have all the albums, with Johan on vocals, and but now there are this Doomsday King album that isn't with Johan on vocals, so we will definitely not redo it. But yeah, at the time it felt like a good idea, and but in retrospect, none of my favorites, to be honest.
What do you like to reach with the band at next? Are there some things popping up in your head?
I think that once again we got really inspired by the feedback Cobra Speed Venom got. There's a lot of people. I mean, it's pretty cool that when we've been around for so many years. I mean, next year is 30 years, so it's and you get a positive feedback for the latest stuff you do. So that means a lot. To be honest, and I think that we will do what we have basically always done, is that we will try to do the best shit we can do, but we will also always try to include something that is a bit different, something that is a sort of a maybe mess around with a sort of different arrangement or styles or sounds or something like that, that will be different, because I don't think that we are a sort of AC/DC band that keeps on doing the same thing. I like to think that we are trying to push things every time, But we do have, of course, our own sound and everything, and that's nothing we should never hide as well, because no one sounds like we do. We have our own sound, and that's pretty cool. So we will get the thrash punk stuff, you know, ready for the next album as well, and also some heavy stuff, and but we have talked a lot about the next album, and we are really determined to top Cobra Speed Venom. So
In speed?
not in speed, but in sort of quality. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's it already. Do you want to say something else?
that's about it.
Thanks.
Short and sweet. Yeah. All right.